Hello. It has literally been forever since I've done a beauty video, and there's multiple reasons for that. One is my skin. The past couple months has been doing a total freak out. It might not look like it. I don't always film when it's at its worst. So therefore, like, I literally haven't been wearing anything but tinted moisturizer for the past probably 2 months, honestly. Like, I might have worn a full face of makeup maybe twice. So I've just been trying to keep everything off of it, letting it breathe, letting it heal, and it's gonna get as good as it can. I'm still breaking out. I've already done some spot treatments to cover, but when I do want to cover my acne, I used to use mango, but now that it's winter and my color is way gone, I've been using amber. So I just dot just a little bit of it, and then I just dot it on the spot, just a tad. So with cream makeup, it is the best to cover acne with, because especially if you have acne that's kind of like scabbed, because the cream is a moist product, so it's not going to build on the scab like powders do, which can actually make your acne more apparent. So that's definitely a little tip that I like. I've kind of been mixing up different products and stuff lately, because my skin, I have started on retinol again, so my skin is extremely dry. And so even like applying moisturizer and sunscreen before my makeup, it still was just not right on my skin. So been kind of playing around with it and trying to get my skin to the best, basically the best it could be. So I just put on moisturizer and sunscreen. I've been kind of letting that sit. I just have an appointment today, so nothing too crazy. So I'm just kind of going to do like a basic look. Okay, so I'm going to use my 30-second hack. I'm going to use the bottom side. I'm going to do my color, which is Candlelit right now. If you are new here, I use Mascara Beauty. This is a buildable compact, so the compact comes completely empty. It's magnetic. I fill in the colors as I please. So this is one of my cream compacts. And then I also have a shadow compact, so my little mini here, and it's gonna have all of my shadows and all the shades that I chose for myself. So there is a color match quiz on my website at shaylinray.com. Fill that out, it'll send it to me, and then I will personally color match you and tell you exactly what colors you are. That way you can build your compact. So with all of this, it is a 3D foundation, so you're gonna be able to highlight and contour all in one layer at one time. Everything blends together, you can't mess it up. It's great. So I'm gonna be using Candlelit today, and I'm gonna do, just because I do want a little bit of coverage, just a super light layer all over. That's pretty much like just my all over highlight. That just gives me a thin layer, just to give me a little bit more coverage. If you don't need the extra coverage, and don't do that step, you would just totally skip it. But if you have more acne and you need more full coverage, then you would want to do that step. And with this makeup, if you haven't seen me already talk about it, you actually want to conceal darker, not lighter. So normally people are used to using, like, this is one of my favorite concealers. You don't want to actually use this. You want to use a darker shade. Now, if you have this in a darker shade, that could still work, but you don't actually want to conceal lighter. You want to conceal darker. And I conceal first with the dark color and then do my all over like I did. So now I'm going to use my detail hack. It is going to be like basically angled in on one side, so it's perfect to contour. And since I am not as tan, I'm going to be using olive, which is my lighter color. And I'm gonna just put that right under my cheekbone, just very lightly. like that. Okay, so then, what blush do I want to do today? I'm gonna do Sandstone, actually, I think, which is this one. And it's one of my favorites. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take my BFF. That's been like one of my favorites. Just like that. Then I'm gonna go in with my Bella bronzer and my B Squared. Bella is up in this top corner, so it's definitely gonna have warmth. And I'm just gonna lightly dot it and then go over and kind of blend that whole area. And then just kind of go across the top, down the neck where I added it, just like so. So it just kind of gives my skin some warmth, some dimension. Sometimes, like after I add the Bella, if I feel like I want more blush, I won't add any more to the brush. I will just go in with the same brush again and just kind of reapply it right to my cheek. So just like so. And let me turn this down just a little bit and see if it helps. There we go. So then I'm going to go in and brighten. I'm actually going to go with my Tarte concealer. The fun thing with this makeup is you don't have to do everything mascara. You can mix and match with everything. So with my skin right now, and the brightener highlights, they just aren't setting in my skin like they normally do in the summer. So I think it's just because my tone kind of changes in the winter a little bit. So instead of it being, if you ever get like a chalky look to it, that's just because the color isn't right. So with your makeup, you always want to have a triangle of light right in here. So I just did that kind of like in a little triangle area. Then I'm going to go through with my setting powder. I have Vanilla Dust, and then I use my, I noticed that I forgot my Stay Spray. So normally before I start all my stuff, because I already put sunscreen and everything on, I use Stay Spray. And it actually looks like this now. I just haven't used my new bottle yet, but I apply this before I put anything on. So do that first. We're gonna do it again after. And so now I'm gonna go in my Vanilla Dust, which is right here. And it looks just like this. It fits in the compact. So I actually take my little eyebrow spoolie and I basically just run it over just to make it loose. And then once it's loose, I'm gonna take that same blender and just kind of put in some right on those areas, just to kind of set that. So I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. You can bake your whole face if you want more of like a matte finish, or if you normally use powder makeup, you can do your whole face. I don't. I actually, the more I've used mascara, like the glow. I like the dewy. I feel like it's just really youthful, looks really pretty on the skin, so I leave it. But after I put that on, then I just use the big side of my B Squared and just kind of fluff the rest of it away, just like that. Then I'm going to go in with my illuminator, which I've been using Angel. Obviously love it because you can see the bottom of the tin. And I just take my sponge and I put it right into that. And then I just place it right at the top of my cheekbone, really to get, and then right there and there. And you can tell the reflection. That's like, oh, that's my favorite part. I think it's so pretty. Oh, love it. Love it, love it. Okay, so that is my illuminator. So that's pretty much like my whole look. If you need to go in and blend that harsh line out just a little bit, you can, but that's my face. So before I do anything to my eyes, I've taken my extensions off, so I don't have anything on my eyes. So the nice part about that is I can douse my face in this stuff and have no problem. If you do have extensions, the SPF does have oil, so I wouldn't spray that on your extensions. The other one you can, that doesn't have SPF. but you actually want to spray your skin to where it feels wet. So if you're dry, that's also great because it's going to give your skin some more moisture. So, and I'm just going to let that kind of set on. I've been doing this Pro Longwear Paint Pot from MAC. This is Bare Study is the color. But I have actually had this for a really long time, kind of forgot about it, and I just found it. But I'm using this right now as a primer. I actually just ordered Thrive Causemetics. I think it's like a 360 wear primer that I'm super excited. Eye Lift, I think is what it's called. I'm super excited to actually use it because you're supposed to be able to use it all around your eyes, and it's like waterproof, and you are not supposed to crease. So even like under in this area, which is where I have bags, so I crease. So I'm super excited to try that out. But I do love this because it is like have a little bit of a shimmer to it. So I put that all over. And to be honest, that might be all I do today because it's just a super basic. Normally I would take Bubba and go in and do some extra, but I really don't think I'm going to today. But I did want to show you the new Black Friday eyeliner. I'm going to put just a little bit of that in my lash line since I don't have my extensions anymore. It's right here. So I'm just going to use this side of my brow, which I've already done and put gel in. So I need trimmed. So I'm just going to take that in. And this is a cream. And I've only used it once. I'm still kind of getting used to it. But I'm basically just going in and doing a really thin line right in my lash line. And I'm only doing half my eye. And you can tell, just kind of makes my eyes pop more, gives me just a little bit more there. If I was doing like an all-out makeup, then you could easily do a wing with this. But since I'm just kind of doing like an everyday look, then I'm just going to do half my eye like that. So it just kind of makes me look awake. So that is the new Black Friday. I'm going to go in, and since I took my extensions off, my lashes are basically straight and are sticking straight out. So we're going to curl them here. And not pull out the ones that are still there. Just like that. Okay. This is my all-time favorite mascara. This is also Thrive Causemetics. This is their Lash Extensions, Liquid Lash Extensions mascara. You can kind of see it's amazing. Definitely a go-to. I love it for many reasons, but the main reason, besides making my lashes super long, is I love how it comes off. You literally just take a little water and then it balls off, and then basically like these little tubes, if you will, it comes right off your eyelashes. So it's not damaging. You don't have to scrub them. Like I literally just wash my face and it comes off. You always want to do your bottom lashes first because your top lashes are going to be all up in your eyelid when you're doing that. So you definitely want to do that first. Then I go in, and everybody makes the funniest faces doing mascara. Then you just want to kind of come in from behind and on the tips, just like that. And you can really see how they grow just by building the product. Just like that. And then you can go through and fix more however you want to. But I just go on the outside and up with all of them first. And then I go behind just on the tips to really grow them. Just like that. So that's pretty much going to be my look for today. Super easy. Again, I use mostly Mascara Beauty. The only thing I didn't use mascara was the Paint Pot for my eyelids, and then the mascara, and then also the clear brow gel. I use Anastasia. I have my brows microbladed, so I just put that over. And then I did brightening with my Tarte concealer right now. And the rest was in my awesome little compact. And so I today did Candle It, which is right here. And then I did Angel Illuminator. I did Olive Contour. I did Bella Bronzer. I concealed with Amber, which is right down here in the corner. And then these are my favorite lip and cheeks right now. I use Sandstone today, but I do Royal, which is right here, a lot. It's especially like fall, winter. It's beautiful. I should have used Ever Red. I have it right here, actually. I just got it and I haven't used it yet. So this is Ever Red. This is a limited edition and only comes out around Christmas. I believe there's still some on there, so you guys should definitely grab this. But I love it because with these tins, they're gonna come just like this if you've never used mascara before. So when you get it, you just slide it out. And then once you just slide it out, you take it out and then lay it in your compact, and then your compact is magnetic, so it'll just stick right in. Sometimes, especially with the lip conditioners or like the perfumes, here's one right here, you can leave it in the tin and just kind of swipe it up like this, put it on, and then put it back and slip it right into your purse. So that's pretty cool. But I love this makeup just because with the tins, you can use it until like my Angel. Once I can't get any more out of the middle of this Angel tin right here, then I can actually melt it and it will flatten back out again perfectly, and then I could use all the product. So the tins range from 12 to 14, maybe 16. So that's a nice thing about it too. There's different compact sizes. This is the HAC stack. So there's 2 layers. This is actually one of my travel ones. So I just have it pre-made that I take it if I don't want to take my big double decker. But it still has 2 layers that I can fit what I absolutely need inside of it. Then of course the double decker like I showed you, and then there is, I thought I had one here but I don't, but it's a mini double decker, so it's basically like this, but it's cut off to like right about here, so you get all of that space. And then there is just your quad compact, which is this size, but instead of it being 2 layers, it's just 1. It is so nice to have everything in one compact, so think of that when you're shopping, because if you do multiples of 4, you get the compact for free. So if you have 4 tins, you get just the 1 layer quad. If you do 8 tins, then you're gonna get this compact, which is gonna give you 2 layers, which is super nice because you can fit everything in it. So you can fit 8 full tins, or these shadows count as 2, count as 1. So you can fit 2 shadows in per one. So I do have almost all of the colors. Actually, I'm pretty sure I do have them all. Kind of sporadic in here because I have some out. So if you need to see anything, or if you want to see a lip and cheek swatch or anything like that, just let me know. Same thing with the shadows. I also have most of those too. So let me know if you need to see anything. Again, to be color matched, you'll just go to shaylinray.com. Under beauty, there's going to be color match here tab. You'll just click that, fill that out, and then I'll be able to get right back to you with your exact colors to build your compact. Hope you guys have a good day. Let me know if you have any questions.